I'm sorry, Mr. Advocate Mnisi. I'm raising on a different subject, my lord. I want to address what Advocate Mnisi said regarding the issue of DNA, my lord. My lord, it is our submission that we are going to argue the point differently.
No, fine. You can leave it there. And then you can do it when you come, as Mr. Mnisi would say, when you have your opportunity to cross-examine, okay?
As the court, please.
Yeah, please.
Sibanda jumped up with an objection nobody asked for, trying to resurrect a DNA report Mnisi had already buried. Judge Rata didn't even let him finish. He snapped, shut him down, and reminded him this was Mnisi's defense, not Sibanda's science fair. And trust me, Rata only kept it that polite because Mayiwa's mother was in the room. Otherwise, Sibanda would have been lecturing the court on DNA while Rata played pretend expert right beside him. Now, onto the real business of the day. Mnisi dragged Gadla straight into the heart of Gininda's fantasy affidavit. The hostel meeting, the assassination plot, the bragging in the homelands, and Gadla torched every line. Here it goes.
The evidence of Brigadier Gininda,
Right, yeah.
as per the statement that you read on record, may I then proceed from that point, ma'am?
Yes.
Thank you. The proceedings of the 22nd of January 2024. Now, on page 36, at line number 8, I'll proceed from there, madam. Then Brigadier Gininda further told the court that the evidence which he would explain, the evidence explained here under will indicate that the planning of the offense and gathering after the incident took place at Vosloorus.
Sisafunda ke ufakazi bakhe ke uBrigadier Gininda lokho akuthula ke mhla ka27 January ngo2024 lokuthola ku page number 36 uline number 8 ngalenkathi uBrigadier Gininda esho ukuthi ke kukhona ufakazi obukhona ke ubona okhombisayo ukuthi ke ukuhlelwa ke noma ukuplanwa kwalesehlakalo kwenzakala ke lapha eVosloorus.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Mncube, this is what Brigadier Gininda came and told this court and had actually written an affidavit in that regard. Remember, his narrative is that this was a hit rather than a robbery that went wrong. In other words, the people that were specifically approached to and they were spoken to by whoever did that, according to Brigadier Gininda, that they should go and assassinate Mr. Mayiwa.
Mnumzane Mncube ke lokhu ke yiloko okwabekwa uyena uBrigadier Gininda waze wenza futhi neaffidavit kulokho ke echaza ukuthi ke lokho kwenzeka ke bekukushaya ke bengasi mhlambe ke uthi robbery engazange ihambe kahle kukhona abantu ke abalandwa ke kwasekuthiwa ke bahambe ke bayobulala yena ke umufi ke uSenzo Mayiwa.
Now he says in here that the planning of the offense and after its execution happened at Vosloorus Hostel.
Uthi ke uBrigadier Gininda ke ukuhlela ke lokubulala lokho ke kwenzeka lapha ke eVosloorus Hostel.
Do you know anything about this? Or were you involved in what Brigadier Gininda is alleging here?
Kukhona mhlambe wena okwaziyo kuloko noma wena unasisandla kuloko kushiwo yena ke uBrigadier Gininda ukuthi ke nahlela lokhu ke eVosloorus.
Nangalelo langa nje le 26 no October 2014 azange bese Vosloorus hostel.
Matsan. My lord, on this particular date, which is the 26th of October, I was never at Vosloorus hostel.
Noma kuthiwa into uyihlelile uyihlela kanjani into nabantu ongabazi?
Even if they would say something was planned, how does one plan something with people that he does not know?
Angimazi Sibiya.
I don't know Sibiya.
Angimazi uNtanzi.
I don't know Tanzi.
Kodwa kuthiwa ngihlele nabo ubulala uSenzo.
But it is said that I planned with them to kill Senzo.
Into engekho leyo.
Something that does not exist.
Angazi lutho nje ngokufa kaSenzo Mayiwa.
My lord, I don't know anything about the death of Senzo Mayiwa.
Thank you. Now, he further proceeded to tell this court in this affidavit and the magistrate as well, as per yesterday's expose, that evidence under oath revealed that 5 suspects actively participated in the planning and execution of the contractual murder of Senzo Meyiwa. And yes, let's just pause there.
Siphinde futhi siqhubeke kule affidavit ayenzile yena uBrigadier Geninda yenze phambi kwakhe ke uManji ke uthi ke kunobufakazi obukhomba ukuthi abasola abahlanu bahlela lokubulala kwakhe ke uSenzo Meyiwa.
Any comments?
Khona mhlawumbe ufuna ukusho kulokho?
Mina ngikwazi lokho azange ngihlele ukubulala uSenzo Meyiwa.
My lord, I don't know anything about that. I did not plan to kill Senzo Meyiwa.
Angazi ngisho umuzi wakhona kwaKhumalo.
I don't even know the Khumalo resident.
Ngiqale nje ukubona lezi ithombe la ecourt.
My first time seeing the residents, my lord, was when I was shown pictures in court.
So angihlangani nokufaka Senzo.
So I don't have any hand, my lord, or any connection in the death of Senzo.
Futhi abekho accused about 4, mina ngibe was 5 engake ngahlanganisa nabo ukubulala uSenzo.
And again, my lord, there are no 4 suspects or accused, making me the 5th one that I planned with to kill Senzo.
Ulokhu ngiyasukelwa nje.
Here I'm just being put in something that I don't know, my lord.
Thank you. Now, he further went on then to deal with how each of you is involved in the commission of the offense and the evidence that he probably gathered. I don't know. But
uyaqhubeka manje futhi uyabekela inkosi enkantolo ukuthi ke lokhu nukuhlele njani nasenikwenza njani ukuthi ke abulawe.
he starts to speak of accused number 1. He says, the accused boasted to individual closely associated with him in KZN Homeland as to his involvement together with Mafiga here in under suspect 2, Carlos under suspect 3, Mapisa under suspect 4, and Kani suspect 5 into the killing of the deceased.
That is accused number 1.
Yes, that is how Brigadier Geninda tried to link accused number 1 with the commission of the offense, but including this Mr. Accused number 3 as well, who's Carlos, suspect number 3.
Brigadier Geninda ke uye wabeka ke echaza ukuthi ke yena umsala wokuqala ke ubeshaya isifuba ukuthi ke uSenzo Meyiwa bambulele kanjani efaka yena uMafika uCarlos noNkani nawe ke ekufaka lapho ukuthi nawe bekuwumunye umuntu ingcenye wabantu la bebekhona.
So this basically means whilst at KZN in the homeland, accused number 1 boasted about how accused number 2, in fact about how himself, accused number 2, yourself was accused number 3, Mr. Mapisa was accused number 4, and Mr. Nkane accused number 5 were involved in the killing of the deceased. Do you follow now?
Uyakulandela lo sho ke ukuthi ke uthi ke uBarisa Geninda ke accused number 1 wafika lapha ke esibhedini ke emakhaya esishaya isifuba ngendlela nibulale ngakhona ke yena umufi esho ukuthi yena naye ke accused number 2 no number 3 lo wena no number 4 uMaphisa futhi naye accused number 5 uNkani.
Do you follow that?
Yes.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Ncube, as you were seated there throughout the trial, I hope you're paying full attention to everything that was happening here, not so?
Ncube ngiyathemba ukuthi ke ngale nkathi ke lokuhleli masiqala ke ngale cala leli ke ufakazi bebizwa ubulandela konke bekushiwa la ecourt angithi? Yes.
From the time at which the state started to leave its witnesses, it concluded its evidence up until the time when you yourself got into the box.
Ukulokulandela yasukela ngale nkathi ke umbuso ke ubiza bonke ofakazi babo abama lapho ume khona namhlanje bethula ufakazi kuzofike ke lapho wena sokungena wena eboxini ngithi.
Yebo.
Yes.
Do you recall any witness that was presented by the state to the court who came to attest what Brigadier Gininda just wrote in here, or what I've read here, that accused number 3, no. Accused number 1, there in the homelands at KZN, went around boasting that himself, accused number 2, yourself, accused number 4 and 5, were involved in the killing of the deceased.
Manje ke mntana Ncube ke uthi ke ummeli ke wena ke uyakhumbula mhlawumbe ukuthi ke ufakazi owabizwa ubizwa umbuso la enkantolo ufakazi oweza la ecourt ke naye wasekhuluma ngendlela ke uGininde ekhuluma ngayo ukuthi ke accused number 1 wafika le emakhaya esishaya isifuba echaza ukuthi ke yena nomsala wesibili nowesithathu kuwena nowesine nohlanu ukuthi ke nimbulele kanjani uSenzo Meyiwe.
Akekho ufakazi owafika washo njalo.
No witness, my lord, was called to come and attest.
Ngaphandle komuntu oyi-1 uZungu washo njalo.
Only except for one person, Zungu, who mentioned that,
Lono yiphoyisa.
who is a police officer.
Uyu umuntu owafika washo wathi losibuya wayekhuluma ngalonto eKZN.
He is the only person that came before the court and testified that Sibiya came to KZN.
Abanye ke azange baze babizwa i-defense.
Some of the witnesses were never called. They were only called by the defense.
Labo abafika kuphikisa konke lokho bathi abakwazi lokho kubhalwe phansi uGininde.
Those witnesses came before the court, my lord, and said they don't know anything about what Gininda wrote.
Kodwa i-statement ezayithathwe yibo uGininde.
But the statements were taken by them, Gininda and them.
Who are these people that you're referring to? That these others came and said, no, it's not like that, despite the fact that the statements were taken by them.
Manje ubani labo ukuthi bafika la ecourt bathi ke cha akuzange kube njalo abaphikisa lokho.
Kwabini
It's Kwabeni,
Makhosonke
Makhosonke,
ubaba wakhe uZungu lo wafika wathi uZungu uqamba manga lento ayikhulumayo la ecourt.
Zungu's father, who came before the court and said to the court, Zungu lied.
Washo impela wathi cha umfana uyiphoyisa impela kodwa lokho akukhulumayo unamanga.
He mentioned before the court that yes, indeed, he is my son, but what he has testified before court is not the truth.
Thank you. We will come and deal intensively with the evidence of Mr. Constable Zungu. Let us just pause on it.
This isn't an investigation. It's a prosecutorial puppet show, a case built on imagination, not evidence. A state so desperate for a narrative that they stitched together contradictions and called it justice. Gininda didn't give the court an affidavit. He gave them a screenplay, and the prosecution tried to pass it off as fact. And in doing so, they didn't just fail the accused, they failed Senzo, his family, and the entire pursuit of justice. This is what a prosecutorial-led investigation looks like. Messy, biased, reckless, and ultimately fatal to the truth. Justice wasn't delayed. Justice was sabotaged. This case has been dragged through lies, scripts, abandoned witnesses, and a prosecution that chose storytelling over evidence. Gininda's affidavit is collapsing. The state's narrative is leaking, and every time Mnisi leads Gadla, the truth gets louder. If you're watching this, don't sit back. Don't let this circus pass as justice. Don't let a prosecutorial-led investigation rewrite history. Share this clip. Come on. Push the truth forward. Make noise for Senzo. Make noise for his family. Make noise until justice stops running and finally stands still. Because if the state won't fight for the truth, we will. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you on my next upload. Goodbye.